Everyone, it's Mike. Hey, check this out. Check this out. This is one of my hidden talents. That cool? I have very dexterous, is that a word? Dexterous eyebrow. Eyebrow dexterity. Hidden talent. I bet you didn't know that about me. I can do that. Is that cool? I spent much time as a child watching Star Trek. So, Spock could always go like this. And I was like, oh man, I want to be able to do that too. So I used to tape quarters above my head and I used to, lift my eyebrows, like lifting weights for your eyebrows because I wanted to be like Spock. So I can do that. So thanks, Star Trek. Hey everyone, I see you. Hey Devery. Hey Carrie, how we doing today? Eyebrow dexterity. Work on it. Okay, hey, it's Mike. I've got Herman here with us, Herman the dog. It's Herman the dog. He's our little baby boy. He wanted to sit in today. Look at his face. Isn't he cute? He's got little legs. Wanted to sit in. Herman the dog's with us. Okay, hey, it's day 3 of Mike's guide to working with your husband. Not fixing your husband, because remember, I can't fix your husband, but I can teach you the ways that Martha and I have been able to work together with grace and harmony for 10 years now. If this is your first time here, or if you haven't done this yet, hey, you can win stuff, really cool stuff from Martha's Swag Shop. We got coffee mugs, all sorts of t-shirts, baby onesies, which would probably fit on a Pomeranian dog like Herman. All you got to do is subscribe, comment, and share by tagging Martha's personal Facebook page or by tagging her business page, Living the Dream with Martha. And every week, one person gets something from the swag shop on us for free. That's right, that's what happens. And chances are, if you keep doing it, you're gonna win eventually, okay? So keep it up. All right, so in review, we've been doing this here for the last 3 days, talking about how you can work better with your husband in your business. Day 1 was the first key, which was that you need to align goals together. So you need to define your goals. You need to sit down, write out your goals. That's step 1. Step 2 is finding where those goals align. And then step 3 is you make a commitment together to working towards those goals. Okay, that was day 1. Day 2, we introduced the key of accountability, the scary word, right? Everyone's scared of the word accountability because it's the source of so much conflict in our marriages and in our business. And yeah, so the key to that really was that when you hold each other accountable, you never attack the person, okay? So you can never say, you really want to avoid saying, hey, you're not taking this seriously, you're not pulling your weight. Instead of attacking the person, you want to reinforce your commitment to the goals and sit down and say, hey, we committed to this goal so we could have this. So, in Martha and I's example, the goal was to, free up more time so we could walk our daughter to school. So don't attack the person, reinforce the goals, remind each other of why you're pursuing these goals, the end result, right? So today is day 3, and we're going into the third key on how you can work with your husband in your business. And that is, my friends, the most fun one, and I don't want to say the easiest one, but maybe the easiest one. It depends on your situation. It is celebrate the wins. Okay, plain and simple. It might sound overly simplified. I'm not even sure if that's a word, but it's important. So celebrating the wins, I think, and in most cases here, it's going to be you as the wife doing your own thing if you're doing Martha's teaching, and then maybe your husband is still in the 9 to 5 that they want to get out of. So I think the tendency in this situation is that I think we believe that the wins for your business when doing your own thing are transparent, that everyone can see them, especially the people closest to you, like your husband. But I've found and experienced that that's not the case, okay? So let me tell you a little bit about Martha and I's journey, or our background. So as you probably know, uh, in Martha's story, there was the point where I sent her the video of our daughter taking her first steps, and Martha was stuck at a corporate job, and she couldn't get time off to come and see this for herself. And that sparked a movement, you know. So if we take you back to that journey, that point in our journey, that's really where, so at that point, we had a dog walking company, pet sitting company, and I was doing that full time, and that was our own thing. But the thing about that is that I handled most of that, you know, I handled most of the operation. So when Martha decided to start our digital marketing agency, which is what she started after she quit the job, she was working at GoDaddy. She quit that and started this digital marketing agency, which we both owned. But this is why it's important to celebrate the wins. Is I was doing my thing, she was doing her thing, and if Martha wouldn't have celebrated the wins with me of what she was doing in our digital marketing agency, I don't think any of us would be here right now. That was a thing as a husband I needed to know, because I wasn't there in the trenches with her. And it was simple stuff. It was like, hey, Mike, I got 2 clients today and this is what we're doing for them and it's going to be great. You know, like, your spouse needs to understand, especially if they're not in the trenches with you, they need to understand like the wins. They need to understand how you're making an impact, all right? And it's not transparent. It's usually not transparent to them, especially if they're not in the trenches with you, okay? So do that. It's a real simple thing, and it might seem like it's a no-brainer for people, but it really isn't. You know, I don't want to speak for all men, but there's something about being a man that kind of is common for a lot of us, and I think we really just need to see the wins, okay? And that's really the third key. It's really as simple as that. Celebrate those wins. Let's celebrate it. I see a lot of you are talking over here. We'll bring up some of these comments later. But hey, I did not want to leave you with just that, because over the course of the last days, I've thought about a lot more keys that Martha and I have done for the last 10 years to work together well. So I have extra credit for you, right? And that extra credit is not how to teach you eyebrow dexterity like this, though I can teach you that if you want. It is get him involved, okay? And you may say, well, how do you do that? Well, here's what Martha and I did probably, I think it was about 6 or 7 years ago when she started a digital marketing agency. As you know, when she was doing that, I was out walking dogs for 8 hours a day as our other business. And she found a way to get me involved, okay? And that was like, she set up all of the processes, all the visionary stuff was set up by her. And then there came a point where she was like, Mike, I need you to come and I need you to replicate this stuff. So I essentially came into the digital marketing agency and did all the tasks. And she was freed up to be able to come up with the big ideas and be the visionary. Now, I'm gonna recommend this book, because this really reinforces what Martha and I did in our past to be able to work together well. And that's a book called Traction by Gino Wickman. I don't have an Amazon link for you where you can buy it from, but it's easy. It's on Audible. It's everywhere. But this is essentially like a Bible on how to scale your business. But one of the important things that this book talks about is that every business has a period. So are you familiar with like CEOs, CFOs, COOs in companies? It's called the C-suite, you know? So big corporations usually always have the C-suite, but small companies actually have a precursor to the C-suite, okay? Gino Wickman found that most small businesses have this precursor to that. And that's two roles. That's what he calls the visionary and the integrator, okay? So the visionary is the person that has the big ideas, that has, that comes up with all of, that dreams the dreams, okay? And the integrator is the person that goes in and executes on those ideas. So that really was what happened in Martha and I's digital marketing company years ago. Was she was the visionary, and she brought me in as an integrator to execute on her ideas. So that's just an example of possibly how you could get your husband involved. It depends on the skill set. You may have the big ideas, and he may be the integrator you need to execute on those ideas. And you can bring him in and say, hey, this is the roadmap. This is what needs to be done. These are the tasks. Or it could be the other way around. He could be a visionary type and you could be the integrator. But I wanted to give you the extra credit just because I wanted that to be out there. Because like I said, over the last couple of days, I've thought of other keys that Martha and I follow to be able to work together well and to really, like I said yesterday, your goals, or 2 days ago, your goals are a roadmap to your success, okay? So what else is a roadmap to your success? It's HBR, and that's our programs. As you know, Martha is recovering right now, and she's doing really great, but we're waiting for a negative test until she can come back out into the wild, right? And do all the things you love her for. But during this time, we're still having these conversations. If you want to jump into HBR, this is our roadmap to success for families that want to start their own thing from home, that want to do what they want, when they want, with who they want, how they want. You need to be in HBR if you want that. All you have to do is message Living the Dream with Martha, her Facebook business page. Let's do this. Rainbows and unicorns, eyebrow dexterity, whatever you want to message, and our people are going to get with you, and we're going to have a conversation. And if you're not a match for HBR, there's a program that we can get you in. Okay, so make sure you do that. I want to see what you guys are saying. Oh, hey, somebody posted the link to, oh, that's massive. Someone posted the link to, oh man, look at that. That's the biggest ever comment. Wow, look at that thing. That's the link to Traction if you want to read it. Hey everyone, hey Devery. Hey Carrie, hey Rosemary. Hey Lori, how we doing? And as you know, we extended this series another day for tomorrow, and tomorrow we're going over Q&A based on this content matter. I have 3 questions that I've had pre-asked, and then we'll probably have time to just do some questions on the fly too. If you have any questions about this subject matter on how you can work with your husband in your business, I'm going to be there for you tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel. It's so great to see everyone here. Lori, hey Herman. Herman says hi. Here's Herman again. He's missing mommy. A little tongue sticking out there. Look at that. Yep. Huh. Wait, Mike has a book. Man, these comments are really big. I do not have a book. But Traction is a great book. Man. Huh. Cindy, simplicated, adding that to my vocabulary. Yes, please do. Everyone, get out your spell check. Tell it that simplicated is an accepted word. All right. Well, everyone, we're going to see you tomorrow. We're going to answer your burning questions about working with your husband in business. God bless you all. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.